She has a boyfriend? Oh my god, HeeDo. What are we gonna do with you? That's why you broke up with him? Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another review of 2521. The first thing I want to say is this episode was amazing, of course, just like all of the other episodes. Second, watching HeeDo and YiJin just work hard and progressing, that feeling, I'll say it's equivalent to being a parent and watching your kid just work hard in sports or music and just seeing them progress and succeed towards the end. It has that same type of feeling. So in this review, I'm going to talk about three things. One, the tension between HeeDo and YooRim. From now and then on, these two are rivals without a doubt. Two, YiJin starting over, which is great. You know, he decided to start over, go back to Seoul, become a reporter. I'll talk about that. And third, we finally find out the situation between HeeDo's mom and the coach, which is really interesting. So let's not beat around the bush. Let's get to it. Oh yeah, I'm not going to forget about HeeDo's boyfriend. Yeah, I'm going to talk about him. So first, at the beginning of the episode, YiJin told his mom that he was going to start over. He's going to go back to Seoul. And while he was on the train, we saw a journalist exam book. So he was definitely going to be a reporter. After that, we get a time skip. That I didn't expect. 5 months. Now, when they said 5 months, I thought it was 5 months after the 3-month time skip from the last episode. But I think it was 3 months from the last episode plus 2 more. So that's 5 months later. Only because when HeeDo was on the plane, the stewardess congratulated her for winning bronze. And we found out that she won bronze on TV in the last episode. So yeah, 5 months later, YiJin is a trainee reporter. He was trying to find a payphone to report the news, but ended up using a landline of a pet salon. And what was so funny is that he was trying to persuade the dogs to be quiet. He even told, what was it? His advisor, his boss, whoever it was, that he was going to persuade the dogs. And also after 5 months later, we get a heartfelt reunion. Both HeeDo and YiJin finally reunited. I couldn't help but smile. I was smiling from cheek to cheek, but then my smile went from sort of a frown and a shocked face when they told me that HeeDo has a boyfriend. A boyfriend. And it was the boy who was looking back at her on the plane. In my mind, I was thinking, wait a minute, can that be Minche's dad? But come to find out, that wasn't the case. During their lunch, when they were cutting, I think it was maybe meat or chicken, I can't remember. But I think that was the first time we've ever seen HeeDo act vulnerable. I mean, with the cutie pie thing and that aegyo voice that she was doing. I'm like, this is not the same HeeDo, is it? The fact that she was having trouble cutting, that was the funny part. I was like, YiJin, her job is to hold a sword. So holding a knife should not be any different. Also, let's not forget, she was only with them for 2 reasons. One, he said that he liked her. She didn't say anything about her liking him. And second, she was curious on what was it like to be in a relationship. When both HeeDo and YiJin were still eating, we do get a heartfelt moment between the both of them. YiJin did say that it was noisy outside, but the only sound that he could hear was HeeDo's voice. I thought that was really cute. And HeeDo did say she thought her heart skipped a beat when she saw that he was back. I'm like, it was so cute. But then also that made me think, how are you going to give me a heartfelt moment between the both of them when after you just told me that she has a boyfriend? Minche's reaction to when she found out that her mom got a boyfriend, her reaction was definitely us. Towards the ending of this episode, during the car ride where YiJin was trying to take HeeDo back to the stadium before she was forced to forfeit, was pretty hilarious. So HeeDo asked YiJin, between HeeDo and YooRim, who are you rooting for? He said YooRim, only because HeeDo had her cutie pie who was going to root for her. YooRim didn't have anyone. And then out of nowhere, HeeDo said, I broke up with them. I'm like, it's only been 2 weeks. And Minche's reaction was definitely us. It's been 2 weeks and she broke up with them. The reason was because she wanted to experience a breakup. Let that sink in. Because she listened to so many songs about breakups, she wanted to know why people made a big deal out of it. Oh my goodness. She is definitely one of my favorite Korean drama characters ever. Oh my god, I love her character. But on a side note, the closest thing to a really bad breakup that HeeDo ever experienced was definitely when YiJin left. Next, the tension between YooRim and HeeDo is definitely an all-time high, and it shows that YooRim is starting to be jealous towards HeeDo. I mean, first, on the plane, the stewardess congratulated HeeDo for winning bronze. She didn't even talk to YooRim. Second, HeeDo has a designer bag, YooRim doesn't, and YooRim always loses to HeeDo in a practice match. This made YooRim really upset because HeeDo is always involved in her problems, especially in fencing. To be fair, HeeDo was a really big fan of hers, so she studied her a lot. Watch who knows how many tapes of her fencing matches, so of course she's gonna know YooRim's moves. HeeDo also admits that the umbrella that YooRim cherishes a lot was from her, and you would think maybe YooRim would give an apology, maybe 1% of it. But nope, made it worse by saying, well, you should have stayed a fan instead of causing trouble, and these two started to fight. Hey, HeeDo worked her butt off to get where she's at now, so for anyone to feel jealous towards that, good. That means you should be working hard too. And if you want to increase their tension even more, HeeDo didn't tell YooRim that YiJin was back and became a reporter even though she promised. I mean, to be fair, you guys were fighting, so why would she tell you? Towards the ending of this episode, at the 13th Asian Games, both HeeDo and YooRim made it to the finals. They're going head to head, but the episode ends before the match really starts. But after watching the trailer, HeeDo did say she promised to win gold, but she couldn't keep that promise. So I guess YooRim won that match then, right? Man, it is so entertaining to see the tension between HeeDo and YooRim. Just seeing one getting jealous over the other, one working harder over the other. It's just really showing that these two are meant to be rivals. These two are meant to be enemies, so to say, but will soon be friends later on. The last thing I want to talk about is the situation between the coach and HeeDo's mom. So they did reveal it in this episode, but I feel like there's more to it for some reason. So 8 years ago, the coach took a bribe from an athlete's parents. HeeDo's mom did a cover story on that. The reason why the coach was angry at HeeDo's mom was because she chose to be a reporter over being a friend. She didn't believe that the coach was innocent even though she said she was. But then in that scene, she said that she wasn't innocent. Yeah, I'm kind of confused here. I don't think the main problem is believing or not if she was innocent. I think the main problem is not being a friend. Took money from an athlete's parents. Please tell me YooRim and YiJin's parents are not part of this. If it is, it just makes the situation even worse. So my thoughts on the episode, of course, you guys already know my answer. It was amazing. I loved it. I was so entertained. It was funny, had heartfelt moments, really showed the tension between certain characters. If I were to change something, I think I would have changed how long HeeDo and YiJin were separated. In episode 5, they were, and I even asked the question, so where do you go from here now that the main characters are not together? I think I would have kept them separated for maybe another episode or two so the viewers can really earn that reunion when both main characters reunite. I mean, if YiJin and HeeDo are working their butt offs to get to where they want to be, have your viewers be in agony and really earn that. You know what I mean? I want to know more about the coach and HeeDo's mom's situation. I feel like there's more. There has to be more. They're not just going to bring that situation up after, what? When was the last time that they touched up on it? Episode 1 or 2? And then they bring it up 4 episodes later and then just leave it like that? No, there's definitely more to it. You know, with everything that they've thrown at us, let's not forget the main question that we all wanted to know since, what, episode 3 or 4? Who is HeeDo's husband? I think that's the one question we all want to know. And yeah, that's pretty much it on my review and the episode. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.